Well, doesn't matter what time of year it is in Minnesota, it can always snow, even in late March. And I truly love this weather. Is it cold out there? Huh? Are you cold? No, you're not cold. You're a big fat dog, aren't you? Yeah? There's something that's just so fulfilling about like when a graphic project comes together and stuff like that. Like I was working on these banners yesterday that I was just racking my brains over, and then I saw the printouts of them today and they all just flow seamlessly together. I'm just jazzed about that. And my Gary V t-shirt came here today, so I'm looking pretty studly in my new Gary V t-shirt. That kid is so cute. He doesn't like to wear his shoes at all. You know, within 5 minutes of being in the car, I guarantee you his shoes are gonna be off and his socks are gonna be all the way in the back. Yeah. Now, yesterday, I didn't do that video like I said I was gonna do on the camera because I did that motivational video. But today, I'm gonna do the video on the camera. Alright guys, this is going to be the story of the death of the Sony A7RII and the birth of the 6D Mark II. Now, this story has a little bit of backstory to it, and this was before I started shooting like a daily vlog. I did some video, and I did it with the 1DX Mark I, so I'm pulling manual focus on it, and then I decided that I needed to get something that was going to be a little bit better. I picked up the Sony A7RII because I was believing all the hype that this thing was an amazing camera. It had great autofocus and everything like that, but it didn't. At least for me, it didn't. It didn't live up to the hype. I didn't like the way that this thing was performing. It wasn't me. Now, I decided after bitching for a long time that I'm just gonna fix this. So what did I do? I call up my buddies over at West Photo and I basically asked them, hey, can I trade you guys straight up my Sony A7RII with the Metabone speed booster for a Canon 6D Mark II? Sony A7RII, bye-bye. Metabone's adapter, bye-bye. Extra batteries, bye-bye. Canon 16-20, no, not bye-bye. That's staying with me. All that stuff's going away. I'm going to the Sony, or the Canon 6D Mark II? Here it is. This is what I want to play with now. See that? Touchscreen. Touchscreen, 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 touchscreen. Tracks, tracks, tracks. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to become a Sony shooter. I want to stay with Canon. Now, once I got the camera, what I realized was this camera is way greater than I even ever expected. I knew the autofocus on the Canon 6D Mark II was good. I didn't know how good it was. I knew that the low light sensitivity of the sensor was good. I just didn't know how good it was. And I knew that the image stabilization, the electronic image stabilization in this camera was good, but oh my God, I didn't know how good it was. So with all of this, and this little camera for under $2,000, I couldn't believe it. Oh yeah, so like I said before, sorry about the audio on this because I don't have any sort of mics on here right now, just the actual phone itself. And the only reason why I'm recording on the phone right now is because there is no more Sony A7RII in my arsenal. I can't believe how happy I am about this. And the only reason why I'm not on my other current vlogging camera that replaced it, which would be, look at that. Is that where it is? Yeah. 6D Mark II. Full frame sensor. And exactly what I'm looking for. Flip out LCD. It's touchscreen. It's got the dual pixel autofocus that Canon is just so famous for right now. Paired up with my Rhodes Shotgun Pro mic on my Gorilla Pod with my Manfrotto ball mount, and I'm so happy. I am so happy that I just cannot wait to get this thing set up and ready to go. But here's my theory on Sony. Sony's like one of these companies that just tries to cram as much technology into their camera as possible. And they're not really considering how it works together. They're not really considering the menu setup and how efficiently it's gonna work. They're not really considering how photographers normally use cameras and how they wanna use these quickly on the fly. It's not where they're at. Because Sony, you're not a camera company. I'm sorry, you're just not. You're an electronics company. You make a great PlayStation 4. You make, great Walkmans and great Discmans, back in the day. But when it comes down to actual cameras, you don't make very good cameras. It's just the way it is. Your priorities are all wrong, and the way you're going with this camera is just, it's not where it needs to be. Now, switch that and go to Canon. Now, Canon, as a camera company, that's a camera company that's always been a camera company. They love making cameras. They started out making cameras and then they made some other things, but they continued on making cameras. Because of that, and their 100+ years of making cameras, they know what photographers want. They know we want something that's going to be easy to use. They know we want something that's going to be durable. They know we want something like a flip-out LCD screen, which is awesome. They know we want stuff like a touch screen on that LCD screen. They know we want wicked autofocus, especially if we're vlogging like this and I'm not touching the camera, but I need it to follow my face. This stuff we need. And that's the reason I went with the 6D Mark II. And the 6D Mark II is the vlogger camera. I don't care what anyone else says. In my opinion, this is the vlogger camera. If you're gonna get a camera and you want it to shoot good photos, and you want it to shoot good video, and you want it to be small and light and portable, and you want it to be able to basically operate as a remote, cameraman, this is the camera that you want. Not the Sony A7R II, not the Sony A7R III, not any other Sony coming, unless they copy this camera, there's no reason to go with Sony. So in quick summation, Canon, brilliant, brilliant camera. You know how to get it done. Sony, keep trying, buddy. You're just not there yet.